And welcome, John Morris Show on a Friday. Glad you're with us inside the TFNB studios, historic Elm Avenue in Waco. John Morris, Garrett Ross, Tom Barfield is roaming around here. His show comes up at 10 a.m. Man, we have a fun hour ahead for you. Aaron Fordyce will join us, Baylor athletic marketing and what's the name? It's not fan engagement anymore, fan enrichment, but a lot going on in that area. And we look forward to visiting with Aaron coming up in just a bit. We're 15 days away from kickoff for Baylor football in Atlanta against Auburn. Also, they are 8 days away from kickoff in Fort Worth. We'll sprinkle in a little purple this morning. Brian Estridge will join us, longtime voice of the TCU Horned Frogs, see what their preparations are like going across the pond to open in week 0 in Dublin, Ireland against North Carolina. So that'll be fun. Always enjoy visiting with Brian. But Garrett, we were talking about this yesterday morning at this time. Baylor had said, and Doug McNamee on the Coaches Show Wednesday night had said, there's a tease coming, and it was yesterday, and it was last evening at 6 p.m., and a lot of speculation about it, great build up to it, and you were right on. You were spot on with what it was.
Yeah, so this was like all the indications were like really when they announced the description of the Colorado game, right? Like going into this, the tradition matchup, you kind of had I was hoping that they would lean into it, and with Doug's initiative, you kind of knew they were, right? Yeah. So they go in, and it's only right to get back to the old uniforms, the bear paw and the shoulder, Baylor across the chest, like the actual Baylor colors, and they nailed it. They nailed it, J-Mo.
So that got released last night. Here's the way it was released last evening. This will be a uniform for the Colorado game, the conference opener on September 26th.
Today will determine how a lot of it will do in the future, because it'll set the tone for everything you do from now on. Once you rise to a certain level of performance, you don't ever go back.
Good snap, good hold block.
Touchdown. That's John Simpson. Ron Francis picks it off, caught for a touchdown.
Wide open. It's a foot race.
Baylor has defeated the LSU Tigers by a score of 21-7.
Couldn't snap it home. It's up, and it's good. Get Byron, put Baylor on top by 2. They've been using a lot of time. It's picked off, and out of stealing. 37 fighting 6, 1 second left. Baylor has come north and shut the Buffaloes.
Isn't that great? Isn't that, number one, that video so well done for the reveal and the throwback, the video. So watching that, let's, Garrett, run it again with the sound down, and let's talk over a little bit of it as the video runs. So the opening shot with Coach Taft, that was prior to his last game. What was
how you play today will determine how a lot of it will do in the future, because it'll set the tone for everything you do from now on. Once you rise to a certain level of performance, you don't ever go back.
Good snap, good hold block.
Touchdown. That's John Simpson. Ron Francis picks it off, caught for a touchdown.
Wide open. It's a foot race.
All the
Couldn't snap it home. It's up, and it's good. Get Byron, put Baylor on top by 2. They've been using a lot of time. It's picked off, and out of stealing. 37 fighting 6, 1 second left. Baylor has come north and shut the Buffaloes.
All of those things. Very well thought out, very well conceived, and that will be the Legends uniform that Baylor will wear against Colorado.
I just hope there's a way, and I think I speak for the vast majority of people I've seen from Baylor and fans, like, this needs to be the uniform.
Oh,
like, this just needs to be the uniform, and across the board, the style and everything. they're perfect, J-Mo.
Yeah.
And I was always curious about the stars on the helmet.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that represented, so you just taught me something.
Well, for this, it does. In the past, it was different. When Coach Taft was here, he had eagle wings on the helmets, and it was like, Isaiah 40:31, we show, rise up like wings of eagles. He had that as sort of a, how Ohio State does the Buckeyes.
Yeah.
When you have a great game or something, you get a Buckeye on your helmet. But that's what that was. But this throwback, those stars signify the 10 conference championships, which is great.
Yeah.
And those helmets look great, don't they?
They are awesome.
Oh, look at that.
That
man.
is like perfect.
I know, it is so cool. The stripe down the middle, you kind of take that for granted, but it just adds so much to it.
That was one thing. I'm glad they brought back the stripes just in general, like as a portion of the uniform.
Right.
And you saw it with the fans addressing which ones they wanted the stripe on the helmet. It looks really
And look at the chin guard there. The chin guard is not white. It's that same gold chrome. So that's going to be such a great look. And the BU is different. I think, isn't that a thinner BU? Doesn't that go back to the old BU?
It's a little thinner. You got the outline. Yes, they've crushed this.
Oh, man, it is so good. Great job. So part of the backstory, that video with the current Baylor players, they were telling me, Jay Crane was telling me yesterday that they shot that a few weeks ago, and obviously trying to keep all this under wraps.
Right.
And how do you do that? Where were they going to shoot this? And they said, well, we need to shoot it at McLane Stadium. Well, there's a lot of eyes at McLane Stadium, but they went there, and those guys were uniformed up. And there were some construction crews that were there working also. And Jay and his group and facilities was probably involved. They went to those guys and they said, hey, listen, what we're doing here is really something we need to keep under wraps. If you took any pictures or video on your phone, please delete that. Don't release it. And they all said, yeah, no problem. But they were just working so hard to keep it quiet. I think they did, which is hard to do, isn't it, these days?
No, it's almost impossible. And you bring up a good point. Like, everybody's got a camera, right? Like, you can't keep anything under wraps. Yeah. So for them to be able to pull that off, it's miraculous, honestly.
These days, everybody's a reporter, too. Everybody's got a phone, and they can shoot pictures and shoot video, and all of a sudden it could get out there. But a great job on the video. Let's show it one more time. I just want to see it again. Show it one more time with the audio down.
How you play today
coming
will determine how a lot of it will be in the future. Because it has set the tone for everything you do from now on. Once you rise to a certain level of performance, you don't ever go back.
That's John Simpson. Brazos picks it off. Caught for a touchdown.
Wide open. It's a foot race. It's up, and it's good. Get Baylor, put Baylor on top by two. He's got a lot of time. It's picked off, and out of the field. 37 right in the face, 1 second left. Baylor up north, got the Buffaloes.
So many people for making this happen. One of those guys is Aaron Fordyce, and he will join us next. We'll talk about that. Plus, Meet the Bears, which comes up tomorrow. So plenty to come. We're off and running on this Friday morning. We are so glad and honored that you are with us today. If you're so inclined, if you could subscribe or follow, we would appreciate that. Just click on the button. We're brought to you every day of the week by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank Central Texas. Alliance Bank Central Texas, your Central Texas business bank, voted by Forbes 2025 Best in State Banks. They have 7 convenient locations to serve you better on the web at alliancebanktexas.com. Take a break. Back with more in a moment. Aaron Fordyce joins us. Plenty to talk about with him, and we'll be right back. John Morris Show right after this.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLane Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Summer isn't over yet. Make every last splash count at Waco Surf. Catch perfect waves, float the lazy river, or relax on the beach while the kids make unforgettable memories. Stay in their hotel or private cabins, or hook up with your RV. Located just 90 miles from Dallas and Austin, set on 450 acres in the heart of Texas, Waco Surf is unlike any other water park around. Before school starts, give your family one more epic adventure. WacoSurf.com. Book your stay today and catch a wave.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. And welcome back, John Morris Show on this Friday morning. Just sort of celebrating all the good things that are going on with Baylor today. I mentioned a lot of names, and need to mention Justin Hoff, also external with Baylor. He was right in the middle of all this, but Aaron Fordyce was as well. Aaron with Baylor Athletics marketing and experience. Yes. So the E always gets me because we've said fan engagement for years. And I thought enrichment, well, maybe that kind of fits, but experience really works.
Yeah, no, fan experience, just focus really on the game days, right?
Yeah.
Like making sure our fans have a great time whenever they're at a Baylor event.
And y'all are killing it, man. You're doing such a great job. And this release is the most recent example. So fun to see this released last night about the uniforms Baylor will wear against Colorado.
Yeah, really excited about the uniforms. You know, we promoted it as the Traditions game originally because we didn't want to tip anybody off, but now it's the Throwback game against Colorado. And really, so I've been here for a year, and I've heard since I arrived here that the fans love this uniform. They want to see it come back. And so conversations started way back in January, maybe even earlier than that, about like, how do we bring this back in a great way, in a way that's going to excite the fans, get them energized for this season. And so, like you mentioned, all the people involved, you know, Javon Overshone, Justin Hoff, Will Glasscock, making it all come together. Really excited about it for the team and the fans. It's an awesome thing.
Well, there's part of the photo shoot that they did out there. And this thing, there's so much pre-planning that goes on, right? I mean, you said January, it goes back to January, planning to make this a reality.
Exactly. Yeah. And yeah, I'm looking at all the photos now. It's an awesome thing. And it was a situation where, like, you know, when you're adding a new football uniform, you have to buy 120 of them, and it's an expensive endeavor. And so it's a lot of times these ideas, they come up and we all want to do them. It's just like, we have to get everybody on board and say, like, this is an impactful thing and worth the investment. And luckily we have a leader like Doug, who is all about the fans and is coming from the perspective of a fan himself. And so it's like, when we pitched the idea to him of, we could do this is what's going to take to get it done, he was all about it, and we make it happen. So yeah, it starts very early on, but it all comes together. Yeah.
That's got Doug McNamee's fingerprints all over it. Oh, yeah. I know he loves this. And you make a really good point. This is an investment, because that's expensive to do this uniform set for our entire team. You know, these days we're counting nickels, you know, and putting them in the right way. But this, to me, is another sign that, you know, fan first, and Doug looks at it this way. And this is something that the fans will really appreciate.
100%. I mean, that's the challenge with all things in college athletics these days, where you've got NIL, and for some people's facilities, we've got our facilities in a great place right now. But, you know, every athletic department is measuring what is the best way to invest our money to get the most out of it. And I think Baylor, more than maybe anybody else in the country, considers the fan in that, like, payoff of the investment, right? And so all of the things we do with our Fan Fest event back in the spring, and all the things we're doing with the lights at McLane Stadium and these new uniforms, it's all, you know, evaluated on, you know, this is a big investment, but it benefits the fans in a major way. And so it's not just, you know, NIL focused, or it's not just, you know, roster building or coach focused. It's also, how do we help our fans? And this is a big one, that it's like, whenever our fans are very vocal about something, we always see it, we always hear it, and we want to try to act on it. And this is one that we were lucky enough to be able to pull together.
Very cool. All right, you mentioned the lights. That's another reveal this week. Garrett's got the video of that. What? Look at this, what we're going to see at McLane Stadium this year.
Yeah, how exciting is this? So we've got all LED lights in McLane Stadium now, another thing we were excited to do as soon as possible. And these are, you know, flashing, color changing. And all in all, there's about 15 schools in the country that have this capability. Really? So we are one of very few that can do all the things that our lights can do now. So very excited about that. But it's another thing where it's a significant investment. And you know, we opened our stadium, McLane Stadium, in 2014. So it's one of the newest stadiums in the Power Four. And so it didn't have LED lights originally, and we just had invested so much in the stadium that I think there was a little bit of delay before we could make it happen again. But once again, just so excited for the impact it's going to have for our fans, and making it a memorable experience every time somebody comes to a game, whether they're season ticket holders or this is your first Baylor game. Making that experience something that's, like, entirely unique, and you want to come back and be a part of it again.
Love it. That's a great addition also. So Garrett, remember the scaffolding that's been up at McLane Stadium?
Yes, I do. That was it.
That was it. Exactly. So we said, I don't know, just cleaning or, you know, maintenance. But they were putting in these new LED lights is what that was. And that was not revealed until this week. So now we know that, and flashing and different colors.
Yep. The whole gambit, and it can be any color, any RGB color we want. So you saw it in the video, but you can go like red, white, and blue for the national anthem. And it's a really exciting thing that, you know, we toyed with, like, hey, we would just not want to tell anybody and just have them show up on the first game and just shock everybody there. But, you know, we go back and forth on how we want to do this. And ultimately we decided there's going to be enough people that see us testing them, like, in the middle of the night. Because even when we were testing them, when we filmed that video on Wednesday, when I was driving away from the stadium, it looked like there was lightning in the sky because it was flashing and, like, affecting the clouds so much. So it's like, people are going to see this one way or another.
Yeah, that would be hard to keep quiet.
Yeah,
for sure. So that's a great addition for the 2026 season also. All right, tomorrow is Meet the Bears, presented by McLane Scott and White Children's. And give the details on that, 1 to 2:30 tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, so autographs with the team are happening 1 to 2:30, but doors open at 12:30. So if you want to come early and start to, you know, join in that experience a little bit early, you can show up right at 12:30 when doors open, and we're going to have a couple of food trucks out there outside of Allison Indoor. So we've got some chicken, burgers, and some shaved ice if you need food. But then as you head inside, we're gonna have the whole roster. All of our football players are there to sign autographs. Wow. From 1 to 2:30. We've got inflatables, so plenty of things for kids to do. We've got a coloring area. We've got yard games like cornhole, giant Jenga. We'll have our spirit teams out there. So we'll have Bruiser and Marigold, but also the spirit teams will be stunting and interacting with kids and all of that. And then we have tons of photo opportunities, right? So we've got a handful of helmets that you can take your photos with. So we've got the newest Throwback helmets with the old Throwback BU and the chrome. So that'll be there. We've got our new childhood cancer awareness game helmet that was designed by Ilaria, who's a patient at McLane Children's. So that helmet will be there, so people take a picture with that. And then we've got the 254-day helmet that has the stripe down the middle. Oh, yeah. It's got the 254 emblem on the front. So we got a couple helmets you can take pictures with. We've got uniforms you can try on and take your picture with those. And then we've got Coach Aranda. He is also there. You can meet him, take a picture with him, talk to him a little bit. So we've really tried to build this out. It's similar to the Fan Fest event we did in spring, but we want it to be an exciting opportunity for fans to just engage with our team and enjoy being around Baylor as we get excited for this football season.
Very cool. So that's tomorrow, 1 to 2:30. Doors open at 12:30. That's at the Allison Indoor facility, which is perfect to have it indoors. Yeah. But come tomorrow, that is absolutely free. I mean, the food at the food trucks would be for purchase, but it's absolutely a free event. And y'all thought of everything. I mean, you got everything you could possibly have there tomorrow.
Yeah, we try to. And you just hear that so often with us right now, where it's like we're having a lot of free events or we lower the prices on these things with concessions or tickets or all of these areas. And it's because we're really passionate about getting the fans involved. Like, we really, really care about the fans. We talk about the fans every single day, nonstop. Certainly in my role, but I don't think it's been as prevalent in terms of like all of administration now talks about fans constantly and what we can do for them. How do we be fan first? And so Meet the Bears, totally free. We want to see as many people out there as possible. Fan Fest was free. We did our Summer at Foster series during the month of July, where each Thursday we had a different team come out to Foster Pavilion and meet and greet with fans. And so we do a ton of free events, and we just want to see people out there having a good time.
And I think the fans have noticed too, with the crowd we had at soccer, for that big win over A&M and an exhibition volleyball match against A&M, great crowd there. And our first coaches show was this week, and it was packed. We had a great crowd. So I think fans are responding to everything you and your group are doing.
Yeah, and it's really exciting to see. I mean, when you show up to a new school like I did a year ago, it's like you become very focused on what all the conversation is on the message boards and on social media. And you're like, how do I help address some of these things and make the fans feel heard? And it's certainly not all me. I mean, it is Doug's leadership. It's Javon and Justin with their help, Javon Overshown and Justin Hoff. So it's like it is an army of people that make it all happen. But just excited that our fans are excited about being, supporters of Baylor right now. But yeah, you mentioned soccer. So all of our soccer games are free to attend. But we played A&M this past weekend and had over 1,000 people at our soccer match. Probably our second highest attended soccer match of all time. Yeah. So that is great. We had over 3,000 people at the exhibition volleyball match versus A&M.
For an exhibition.
I know. Yeah. And then after Meet the Bears, we have another volleyball exhibition. It's against UTSA. Right before the volleyball season gets started. Come check out the team, see that. You come to Meet the Bears, get your autographs, and then head back over to Farrell and check out that volleyball exhibition. But just excited about all of our fall teams, excited for football season certainly as well. But just having the fans feel like they're heard and then showing their support at all these events is really rewarding for somebody in my role.
Good. So one more that I just thought of about Meet the Bears. You have a poster that's available, a scheduled poster or something to be signed?
Yes. So we've got tons of free posters that are Meet the Bears specific. Okay. So plenty of space for autographs there. And we also have the scheduled posters that'll be there too. So if you'd rather get the scheduled poster signed, you can do that. We'll have all the Sharpies and all of that as well. So free posters to be signed. And if you want to bring an item, you can bring an item as well, but we're limiting it to, one additional item. So you can get the poster signed and one additional item, but we don't want people bringing too many items because these lines can sometimes get long. Everybody wants to meet all the guys, right? So if you can just limit it to one additional item in addition to the poster, that'd be great.
Very fun. Garrett Parker, want to come to this tomorrow?
Absolutely.
I'm sure he would miss it, right?
He loves these things. Yeah, great. I'm going to have him out there.
All right, awesome. Very cool. So watch for Garrett and Parker tomorrow.
There we go.
A part of the crowd. And I saw a couple of wagon full load of growl towels in our hallway.
Yeah.
So the growl towels are coming soon also.
Yeah. So really excited about the growl towels. Another thing that we saw people posting about and yearning to come back. And I'm all about having giveaways at our events and something to incentivize additional attendance. And so what we're doing for this year is it is 5,000 free growl towels to students each game.
Okay.
So the students, every game, the students can get their growl towels. And then we have an additional 500 being given away by the alumni tent. Okay. So that's out by Touchdown Alley pregame. And so if you're one of the first 500 to show up at that tent, you can get them for free there if you're a fan. And then we're also selling a very limited quantity additionally in the store at the games, right? So it is 7 different designs because we'll have one for the Auburn game for anybody who's attending that game as well. So 7 different designs throughout the season. You want to collect them all if you can, right? So that's what we're incentivizing the students to do, collect each design. And show them off at the end of the year. By the end of the time you graduate, you'll have 4 years worth of towels. You'll have 28 different towels. You can stitch them all together, turn them into a blanket.
A great idea.
But yeah, that's the goal of them is like, these are, relatively inexpensive things to order. It allows us to order a lot of them and then kind of incentivize people with the collectability of them, right? Each one has a unique design. So you want to try to, be the first one in the store to pick it up or get the first one from the alumni tent, and students who want to be at every game so you can see all the different designs. So we will announce each design for each game the week of the game. Okay. So everybody will see what they are, but we announced the 254 design, and then there's going to be a new one for every game after that as well.
Love it. Man, that's great. So many great things going on. Well done. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
A lot of work still to be done, but a lot still.
I have one question, Aaron.
Yes,
because I know this is coming from fans. These jerseys, will this be something that they can go and buy? Are they going to be available for sale?
Good question.
Yeah, so we haven't made any announcements on that yet. Okay. And we are working with our excellent licensing and merchandise person, Adrian Hare, on what the possibilities that could exist there. So I'm going to be a little bit non-committal now.
No, I got you.
Continue to look into that possibility.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question. If it can happen, Adrian can make it happen.
Yes, absolutely.
Very cool. Well, thanks for coming in. Twice this week. Thanks for coming in. And congratulations again. We look forward to meet the Bears tomorrow.
Yes. Awesome. Looking forward to having everybody out.
All right. Aaron Fordyce with us. He's Baylor Athletics marketing and fan experience.
Nailed it.
And a lot of good experiences are going on 15 days away from kickoff. Take a break. Back with more. John Morris Show returns right after this.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, team.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLane Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the 50th annual Westfest, presented by West Feeds. This Labor Day weekend, bring the kids and check out the always popular carnival rides, tons of incredible food, unique arts and crafts, as well as plenty of check dancing. Westfest, just 15 minutes north of Waco.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Welcome back, John Morris Show on a Friday. Lot going on here in Waco with Baylor Athletics, Baylor football, 15 days away from kickoff. I think what's going on in Fort Worth right now also, they kick off 8 days from now, TCU versus North Carolina in Dublin, Ireland in week 0. Let's check in and welcome in the pride of Kershaw, South Carolina, App State, and TCU. The voice of the Frogs, our good friend Brian Estridge joins us. Good morning to you.
There is something special about waking up and hearing J-Mo say braised short ribs and creme brulee. You know, if I could wake up like that every day of the year.
You come this way and we'll go to the Brazos Landing together, okay?
You know what? It looked great. I haven't been there. I want to check that out.
You know where it is? You know where?
Yes, I could tell where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right on the river. It's right across from Foster Pavilion. It's a great location. And it's
we need to check. I do need to check that out. That's going to be on my list when I come down. I haven't been there yet.
Come on. How you doing? We've got 2 weeks before kickoff. You've got 1 week until kickoff. How's that prep going?
Yeah, 1 week with a little bit of a travel in front of it as well. We leave Wednesday, does TCU. They leave Wednesday night, fly into Dublin overnight. Arrive. So you get there around, I think we'll get there around 10 o'clock on Thursday morning, do a little shakeout walkthrough on Thursday, have a few meetings Friday, do another walkthrough at the stadium, get kind of accustomed to that. It's a big pep rally Friday night. Kind of has a bowl atmosphere to it a little bit, J-Mo. You've been through a bunch of those. I mean, they kind of occupy you for a couple of days, and Saturday you play the game, and Sunday morning we're out of there. I mean, it is a quick trip to Dublin. I was trying to count the hours. I think it's like 72 total hours, something like that, will be on the ground. My wife asked me Monday, she goes, "Hey, what are we going to do in Dublin?" And I said, "Baby, I don't know what you're going to do, but I'll be working." So it's one of those things. But we're looking forward to it. I think this team's ready to play somebody much like Baylor is, I'm sure, as well. Just tired of hitting the same guys, tired of doing the same things in practice, and so now we get a pretty good test, I think, out of a North Carolina team that should be better.
Yeah. How has the buildup been? I mean, is it good to play in week 0, just to get a game in? There's such a buildup to the start of the season.
I think that's kind of yet to be determined, right? They do have the week off. The next week does TCU, which it's interesting because they did some, studying about other teams: Iowa State, Kansas State, Georgia Tech, State. They've all played in this game, and is it best to take the next week off, or even the next week off? Where you play immediately and then you take a week off after that. So I think that I think they're anxious to see how it sort of plays out. But it feels like camp's been long. I'll be honest with you, JMO. They started early. It's been going, pretty hot and heavy. The weather's been real hot, obviously, and so I think it's time to get across the pond there where it's a little bit cooler. And get to play somebody different. The Frogs sold out of their allotment of tickets, which is always good. So there'll be a lot of purple over there. A lot of folks have gone early, and making a true European trip out of it. And I don't blame them. If they had your money, I don't blame them. I'd do it too. But I think that they have. I think it's going to be a great atmosphere. A lot of fun stuff around it, and so hopefully it feels like a bowl game. The team plays like they've played in years past in bowls.
Can you go to school a little bit on K-State and Iowa State, because they played over there last year, and both programs, win or lose, they both said it affected them the rest of the year.
Oh, I think it will, and I think that's why you've kind of, this team has shortened the trip. Again, like I said, flying overnight Wednesday, getting in Thursday, coming back Sunday morning, so that you're not really just wreaking havoc on your system for a week, which some teams had done in the past. So you try to get in and get out of there. I think Florida State had trouble getting out one year. I think the year that they played, I think they may have stayed over like 2 days after the game, and that was a real problem. So I think shortening the trip was one of the things that they did. I think that, trying to change your body clock slowly is one of the things that TCU's been trying to do. The game will be at 5 o'clock local time there, which I think is 11 a.m. here.
Okay.
So they're trying to adjust your clock that way. I have not done a very good job of adjusting mine, so who knows what it's going to be like. But no, I think that I think they're doing all they can to make the trip feel as comfortable as they can. The good news is, from DFW, it's a nonstop flight for most people, for a lot of people anyway. And so I think that does help.
And isn't it best, if you're going to do one of these international games, to play in week 0? Because I think about Kansas and Arizona State, they're playing at Wembley Stadium, and it's week 3 of the season. I mean, I can't imagine getting into kind of a normal routine and then want to play a game and recovering from that.
Yeah, I think that's got to be hard. Sonny was telling the story about when he was at Cal, forgot who they played, but they played in Australia. To start the season,
right?
But they played in, like, I don't know what we would call it, JMO, like week 000.
Oh, really?
Played it like August. Yeah, they played it like August 15 or something like that. Wow. But they went out like 10 days prior, played the game like August 15, and then had like 2 weeks before the rest of the season started.
Interesting.
And so anyway, I think there's all kinds of ways to skin the cat. I mean, I think, to be honest with you, the bottom line is, if you find a way to win the game, I think you can turn it into a real positive, no matter how you feel. And I think that's the number one objective going into it. You don't want to go and spend all this time and effort and energy and potentially screw up your season and lose. So I think if you can win the game, then I think that gives you a fighting chance to kind of fight through it.
And tell everybody about what you were I had no idea about this. We were talking at the Big 12 Media Days, but it's Grapevine Faith that's going to be there, and Elvis is going to be there with his team.
So Elvis Gallegos, who does the games with us, is the athletic director of Grapevine Faith, which is a local high school. And this event do a high school game in conjunction with the college game, where they try to tie in a high school from that area of the two schools on the university side that are playing. And so, Grapevine Faith, private school, just north of Fort Worth, is playing a team from North Carolina.
Wow.
And so both of those are chartering out, and families have stepped up. In fact, Elvis is bringing, I think both of them, I shouldn't say this, both of them are bringing their football and volleyball teams out there. And so football and volleyball for the high schools and cheerleaders will be there. They'll play their games, then they'll come to our game as well. And so I think it's kind of a real interesting and neat thing that, and it's all sort of driven by Ireland tourism. The tourism authority there and the government are the ones that are behind this event, along with Aer Lingus, the Irish airline. So it's a real neat deal, and there's been a lot of camaraderie and between the two cities and leading up to this.
I don't know about you, but when I was in high school, a long trip was going to Lexington, like 30 miles away. I don't think we ever.
Yeah, no joke. Yeah. Yeah, we went to Myrtle Beach and got in trouble.
There you go. That's big. Yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
How about logistically, broadcast, that setup? I mean, there have been other games there before, so is that pretty routine?
I think it's kind of like Ted Lasso. I don't know if you've watched any of Ted Lasso, J-Mo, but I think you're outdoors. You're sort of in an outdoor loge, so there you do have to be prepared for the elements. Right. There may be some, mist and rain that happens in Ireland, I think, every day. But you have to be prepared for that. So, yeah, I think you're a little bit outdoors. I'm not going to use the little handheld microphone like they use in soccer, I'm not going to do that. But we're prepared for that. Obviously, you got to convert power and things of that nature. But and the other thing was you had to go through and really inventory all of your equipment because it goes out several weeks prior. And so it's got to go through customs and all of that. So, it's been a little bit of a journey to get here, but I think it's going to be worth it once we all settle in.
All right, I'm looking right now, handy dandy weather app. It's 64 degrees for the high in Dublin today, low of 48. Look ahead. Well, I can't look. Well, I can look to next Saturday when you play, high of 64. So
they've been talking about how hot it's been there because it hit 70.
That's hot for them, right?
Yeah, it hit 70, and so I think that's going to be refreshing. And try to do some scrambling to kind of study up on Dublin a little bit too, just to be prepared for what we're going to see. It looks like it's going to be a wonderful time, beautiful city. I think they've got a great sort of restaurant bar district that's going to be a lot of fun for folks. And I was kind of hoping to swing up to Belfast or places like that, but I just think the timing's not going to allow for it.
Yeah, that's great. Well, great. Have a great trip. Becky's going with you, right?
Yes, yep, taking the bride. Okay. So it'll be a fun little time, and then we'll get back in the groove when we get here. But hey, I do want to check out the new restaurant there in Waco. I do want to check.
Yes, the Brazos Landing. My treat whenever you can come through. All right.
All right. He says that every time, folks. And he's never bald, but I'm going to let him keep saying it. Yeah.
Safe travels. Good luck. Get the Big 12 off to a good start. It's nothing. It's not like TCU isn't a stranger to a high-profile game. Didn't you play Colorado in Prime's first game a few years ago?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So you've had a few of those. So I think that I don't think the stage is going to be too big. That's for sure. Let's just hope the opponent's not either.
Great. Good luck. Safe travels. Great to visit with you, and have a great game and season ahead.
All right, fellas. Good to see you.
Talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. It's a great Brian Estridge, voice of the TCU Horned Frogs. They have, I meant to mention this with him, but they have a new podcast. I think it's new. I just saw it this week. And how about this? We do the Sick'em podcast, and theirs is called Frogs in a Pod.
Frogs in a pod.
Yeah, isn't that
That's
perfect?
pretty good.
I know.
That's
it's
good.
cool. They
Very
got a great
creative
logo that goes along with it.
Yes,
so
nice.
Brian had Sonny Dykes was on there, the one this week. So go look for that and find that. I think it's a great name for them, for their podcast. So great to visit with him. That game is 1 week from tomorrow. I think he said it, 11 a.m. kickoff our time, TCU versus North Carolina, the Aer Lingus Classic in Dublin, Ireland. Great trip there. And TCU will get the Big 12 off and running in that week 0 game.
And that's one that they desperately need to win. Like every team that's gone over there and has lost, the season has completely gone off the rails.
That's right.
The past few years. So this is a big matchup for both of those teams. I think TCU is without a doubt the better team. I have no faith in North Carolina or this Bill Belichick experience, but best of luck to the Frogs in the Big 12.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. That's a week from tomorrow. All right, take a break. Back with more in just a moment. We are brought to you by the Brazos Landing. Brian would love that, and we'll go there together at some point, right across the river from Foster Pavilion, right across the interstate from McLane Stadium. It is where I-35 and the Brazos River meet. Great menu, great ambiance there at the Brazos Landing. You will love it. A lot of folks in town. I know parents dropping off their kids. Start of school, first day of classes comes up on Monday. Welcome week activities. last night. Tonight's the Spirit Rally for Welcome Week. But there may still be some parents around, and I would highly recommend the Brazos Landing. You tell Claude and Becky Lindsay we sent you by, and you'll appreciate everything there, including you at the Brazos Landing. Take a break. Back with more in just a moment. We'll look ahead. We'll share some birthdays with you. We'll do that when we come back. Then head over to McLane Stadium for a scrimmage with Baylor football this morning. We'll take a break and be right back. John Morris Show. We'll be right back.
Score big on your next ride during the Kickoff the Savings event at Richard Carr. 2027 GMC Sierra trucks are coming, so all 2026 models are marked with game-winning savings at Richard Carr. Find savings like $10,000 off a 2026 GMC Sierra SLE truck. Plus, well-qualified buyers get 2.9% financing for 72 months. Find championship savings and win on your next deal at their Kickoff the Savings event at Richard Carr.
Richard Carr, they have the truck for you. The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Lake Waco Golf Club is a semi-private facility nestled along the north point of Lake Waco, one of the few facilities in Texas to have a full 18-hole regulation golf course as well as an executive 18-hole par 3 golf course. Plus, check out their bar and grill, which is open to the public. And if you're not a golfer, then enjoy time by the pool or even enjoy fishing around Lake Waco. Become a member today and call to book your tee time. Lake Waco Golf Club, where family and friends fun begins. Check them out at lakewacogc.com for more information.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLane Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
We're celebrating the Declaration of Deals at Allen Samuels in Waco. Right now, get $11,000 off a new Ram 1500 Lone Star, plus 2.9% for 72 months. Cash in on $11,000 off a new Ram 2500 Lone Star Crew Cab, or choose 0% for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. Feel secure with America's best full-size truck powertrain 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
This year, I made a New Year's resolution. I want every business to own a new copier from CTWP. Call me, Leroy the Copier Dog. Let's get you a copier delivered today. CTWP, your local copier company.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. And we welcome welcome you back. Final segment, John Morris Show on this Friday. What a fun Friday this was. All the things going on with Baylor athletics and fan engagement and reaching out to the fans and the new uniform reveal, and Aaron Fordyce on with that. And then a touch of purple in there with Brian Estridge. Brian does a great job for TCU. He really does. And a good friend, and appreciate him being on with us as they kick off in week 0 next Saturday. We are brought to you in part by Kish's Complete Car Care Center, family owned and operated. They've been taking care of Waco drivers since 1998. Waco's #1 auto shop, voted year after year. They're at 5300 Franklin Avenue. They are open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. So check it out. You can make an appointment. You can just drive in, and they will fix you up at Kish's Complete Car Care Center. Also, a reminder, we are 2 weeks away from opening West Fest 2026. This is the 50th annual West Fest up in West. It begins on September 4th. It is the 4th, 5th, and 6th over Labor Day weekend, with so many activities, so much food up there, so much going on at West Fest. Check it out at westfest.com for tickets and for more information. So the last couple of days have been move-in on the Baylor campus. That's been wild, but kind of organized chaos with all the staff and faculty that help with move-in. And it's really fun to see. We talked about that earlier in the week, how staff and faculty volunteer to go over there, and they're assigned a spot, a dorm or somewhere, and somebody pulls up and they say, what room? And they say 225, and they say, we got it. And they just unload your car, and everything is almost magically in your room. So well done, well organized. Welcome to the freshman class that is here. They're going through some welcome week activities now. They had a big meeting last night, and then the athletic portion of welcome week is tonight. They get all the incoming class at Foster Pavilion, and Aaron was talking about the coaches that'll be there. And it is such a cool event because there is so much energy. Oh man, they've got so much energy, and it's fun to see. Garrett, here's these incoming freshmen. Right. Man, they're at Baylor now, they're away from home, and it is so fun to see.
It kind of, I bet it's like the, when they bring the elementary kids in to the basketball game, like it's that kind of energy.
That's exactly right. Great. Yeah. So that comes up tonight, and then here they go, rolling through the weekend, and classes begin on Monday. Baylor football is basically wrapping up fall camp today. Their final scrimmage of fall camp comes up in about 40 minutes from right now. They'll go over to McLane Stadium and do that scrimmage. Not open to the public. Sorry about that. But again, you can get your look and get up close with the Baylor players and Coach Aranda tomorrow at Meet the Bears 1 to 2:30 at the Allison Indoor Practice Facility. So big scrimmage today. We're going to get our crew together again, and I'm headed there as soon as I finish here, and we'll just do a mock broadcast, and that'll be fun. And then we'll kick it off and broadcast it for real 15 days from today. So that is going on, and hope everyone has a great weekend. Let's mention some birthdays for you today. It's Donna Haberman's birthday on the Baylor campus. Happy birthday to Donna. Kevin Earl's better half. Happy birthday to Donna today. Also looking, Andrew Judy worked with us way back with Baylor Athletics. Happy birthday to him. Brian Houston, good radio man over in maybe TV, also over in East Texas. Happy birthday to Brian. It is Carolyn Morrison's birthday today. Carolyn worked with us in the business office in athletics before retiring a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. Time flies, but happy birthday to Carolyn. Her office was right across the hall from mine. So happy birthday to her. Look to tomorrow, the 22nd, Stacy Smith's birthday, Baylor Athletics Hall of Famer, former standout track jumper, and now a member of Coach Michael Ford's staff, Stacy Smith. Her birthday is tomorrow. Stacy and their son is on the Baylor football team, from university, London Smith. is a receiver.
Oh,
for
okay.
Baylor.
I didn't know that was his mom. Okay, that's awesome.
So that is fun. I know for her, and it's fun to see this next generation for Stacy coming through and into Baylor. All right, we're going to move out of here. We do appreciate you being with us today. Hope you have a great weekend. Remember, Meet the Bears tomorrow, 1 to 2:30. It's free. It's open to the public. It's at the Allison Indoor Practice Facility. Parking probably best at the Farrell Center and then walk there. But 1 to 2:30, and the doors open at 12:30. It'll be a lot of fun. I mean, Aaron was just going on and on with all the things that they've got going on with Meet the Bears tomorrow. So really, really cool. And it is presented by McLane, Scott and White Children's Hospital. So very fun day for that tomorrow. We'll reconvene on Monday. We look forward to that. Have a great weekend. Garrett, thank you very much for making things work for us. Thanks to Aaron Fordyce and Brian Estridge, our guests on this Friday. Thanks to the Brazos Landing and to Alliance Bank Central Texas. Have a great weekend. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLane Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Spring is sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.